Hey, how's it going? Just had a couple things that I want to talk about in this video. I have a list in front of me. You can't see it because it's in a notepad file on my computer, so unless I wanted to just kind of move that around, then you wouldn't be able to see it. I lost the Notepad of Doom. For those of you who do remember the Notepad of Doom, that is lost, and I figured I would be a crusader by saving trees by not ordering more. Because when I went to Amazon, it was like, get a 12-pack, and then I would have to drive to Walmart and pick up one pad, and it was not worth it. So anyway, what I want to talk about in this video would be some sort of update thing. I used to do update videos quite a bit many moons ago, but I kind of stopped doing them because I figured people would get tired of potentially the same information being regurgitated over and over again. Then I figured people are going to want to find information, and I should at least have information for those people who want to look for it. But still, outside of these videos, you could find me on Twitter, which is where I usually will update with any important news of sorts. Not too much recently on Twitter, but I've been on and off. So, with that out of the way, I haven't been able to record much new stuff recently because of Bunny Bus 2. We've been filming that for a little bit. This would have been day 4 or 5 of filming, but we opted to not film and just resume Tuesday because we were getting kind of tired out. But I've been kind of coasting on footage that I've had saved up for a while. Usually I record whenever I want, and when I do want to record, I usually record several hours of stuff a day, which leaves me quite a bit of excess footage. So I've recorded like one time in the past week or so. We've been filming Bunny Bus 2 for like 4 days this week or so. So, I've been pretty much just coasting on that footage, which, today I will be able to record some more new stuff, but it doesn't really matter to you because you wouldn't have noticed because it's still just old footage. But the main point of that was that we're doing Bunny Bus 2 in case you hadn't seen on anyone else's stuff. I know Jordan and Dan made a video at the very least. I don't know if Max or James did anything, but, we have been filming that, and that should be good to go hopefully the first week of October. We were going to shoot for September 30th or so, which is tomorrow, which is not going to happen because we're not even done filming, and we're not going to film today or tomorrow or Monday. So, unfortunately, that will have to be released in October, which is, at least it'll be good, I hope. It's going to be a pretty long short. It'll be between 10 and 20 minutes or so, so that'll be good. Next on the list is what I wanted to do was a sort of fact video series where people would ask questions and I would answer them probably once a month, because as it stands now, I usually only do those sporadically for milestones or certain events, stuff like that. And I believe I missed one. I did one several months ago, and then things got really busy with conventions and stuff. We had I think I did one in May, and then I never got back to it, and then we had E3, RTX, Comic-Con, we had a bunch of stuff like that, and then I was recording, so it'd be better to do one, at least try to do one once a month. That way I can get out frequently asked questions and other stuff that people want to know. New people would be able to ask questions and whatnot, so that would be great. I'm sure some people would appreciate that. I could also go to FormSpring, because I've been neglecting that a little bit, and take questions from there, or take them from Twitter, or wherever, comments. It would probably be redundant to make a video and say, okay, leave your questions, and then make another video, but that would probably be the way to reach the most people. I imagine not everyone's going to have a unique question. There's going to be a lot of repeats and stuff, so we'll see how that goes. Next on the list is people keep asking me about fan gaming sessions or viewer gaming sessions, because there's been I'm going to make a video about it. It's going to be hopefully funny, but I had seen someone get angry, not on one of my videos, but someone had gotten angry about being called fans because they didn't appreciate being called fans. They wanted to be called subscribers, and then I was just going to go into a whole spiel about that, just because, not everyone who watches me is subbed to me because they're either new or they just don't want to be spammed, so I was just going to go off of that and just create a whole bunch of stupid logical things about that. I don't know when I'm going to get to that video, but hopefully sometime soon. But whatever you want to be called, people have been asking me, oh, are you going to do, Left 4 Dead or something? What I've been doing lately is, when I'm not doing much, I usually play Modern Warfare 3, which I know people are like, oh, man, that game's terrible, you should play this game or that game. It's just something I've been playing, trying to get better at it and whatnot. And I know a lot of people will probably play that, so I was thinking about doing that. I could always go back to Killing Floor, but unfortunately I kind of burnt myself out on that, and I got to level 6 for everything. I don't think they've upped the level cap anymore. There's always Left 4 Dead, but I played a shit ton of that too, so I kind of cycle through games every so often, and then if I play too much of it, I get bored and I go somewhere else. So I don't know. We'll see. It would be nice to do that. Usually we do that during streams. We'll leave it open to whoever, but a lot of times the same people do get in. It would be nice to, even if I'm not recording or streaming it, it would be nice to have other people in, which I'm sure if I did something on Xbox with like Modern Warfare 3, new people would be able to get in. Sorry. I thought something was going to come up, but no, it didn't. Also, because people have seen me play Sly and whatnot, Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus, and then the other 2 games which are over there, but you can't see them. I have the HD collection. People have been asking me, should you play Ratchet and Clank? Would you play Ratchet and Clank? That was one of those games that I'd never really played. I hadn't played much of it ever. I think I played one game for about 20 minutes maybe, and I don't even know which game that was. But I do have the HD collection over there where you can't see. So what I would do is I would try to play a little bit of it, and then I would kind of gauge whether or not I wanted to actually record it. Because that's kind of what I did with Sly. I played through the entire first game, and I was kind of on the fence about recording it because the first game is, in my opinion, kind of difficult. You don't have a health gauge or anything. You get these things called horseshoes or good luck charms, or I just call them horseshoes. Luck charms that allow you to take an extra hit before dying, but unfortunately, they do not last too long with me. So the second one was a lot easier, and I was like, I can just go through the first game again and record it, and it'll be fine. But that might be the same thing with Ratchet and Clank. I'd have to sit down and play it and see if I enjoyed it, which I may or may not, so that's potentially in the future. I've seen that comment quite a bit on some of the Sly stuff, but we'll see about that. Next on the list is a lack of Mario. Probably like every day or so I get several tweets asking me, like, where's Mario been? Every so often I get bored of the game because it's basically the same thing for the past 4 years. And I know people will bring up, oh, you've been doing this and that for so long. Well, yeah, I mean, I don't play it every day, like, and upload it straight. Like Killing Floor, I play a lot of that, got sort of burnt out, and with Mario, it's the same thing. Like, I haven't really felt the need to go back to it, or the want, because I would just kind of half-assed do it, and I think people would get more upset at that, so that is the reason why there hasn't been Mario. Usually, if too long of a time goes by, people start to, freak out and go, oh my god, he canceled it, he's not playing it anymore, But it's not canceled forever. I will get back to it at some point. Just every so often, I just get sort of burnt out on it. Don't really feel like going back to it. But I can assure you I will go back to it. What is the cat? Hey, what are you doing? You're not supposed to be up there. Is that? Yep, she's totally over there. Yeah, I can still see you. Hey! Yeah, you know you were doing something bad. She knows. She knows she was doing something bad. I see. Why would she have need to go in my clothes? I just washed those. Now they're all furry, so that's great. Totally want a whole bunch of fur. Yeah, you. Okay. I saw that on the recording, but I didn't know what she was doing, but now I know what she was doing, and she was messing up my clothes. So that's great. Who wants some nasty furry clothes? Anyway, last on the list is pretty much just Resident Evil 6 stuff. That is the new game that is coming out Tuesday. Unfortunately, from what I've seen so far, Capcom is going to be potentially kind of weird about people recording it and putting it up. I've seen such restrictions as no cutscenes, no spoilers, no playing a character for more than 5 minutes, stuff like that. So I'm kind of wondering if that will change by Tuesday. That was listed for Monday at like 8 a.m., but I won't have the game until Tuesday afternoon, so hopefully there's a different set of rules for Monday and Tuesday. And she's going right back up there. I can see her. I'm looking. Yep, she stopped. Okay. That cat. So hopefully, you son of a bitch. Hey, I can see you. Yeah, the magic of video. Awesome. I don't know what's gonna happen with that. I would really love to play Resident Evil 6 because number one, it's a new game, and September was lackluster for me, except for Borderlands 2, which did come out midway through the month. But every other game that came out was like a fighting game, a game that I didn't really want to mess with, so it was kind of like a July, but July had one thing that came out at the end of the month, and September had one thing that came out in the middle of the month, so hopefully I'll be able to do that on Tuesday. As some of you should know, I am a pretty big fan of Resident Evil series. Did I say For some reason, I keep saying Resident Evil 2 anytime I mention it. If I said 2, I meant 6. So just replace that and it'll be all good. Maybe it's because 2 is my favorite one, but maybe you have seen me do Resident Evil 2, 4, or 5. I don't know why I put up so many fingers. 2, 4, or 5, those are all on the channel, I believe, in their entirety. I wanted to go back and do 1 eventually. I don't know about 3, and I know there are some other ones that did come out that were good, like Code Veronica. I'd never gone through Code Veronica, so that would be interesting, I'm sure. But hopefully they're not dumb about the embargo or, you know, the restrictions, because I can tell you right now that that wouldn't even work. Like, you can't post cutscenes, you can't post spoilers, and you can't post more than 5 minutes with a character. So that wouldn't, like, work. You would just basically do, like, 5 minutes of a character and then just go to another character and do, like, who's going to want to watch? Like, no one's going to want to watch that. Like, people are just going to be upset that, oh, you know, he's not doing cutscenes of the story or anything else. Like, there's barely any gameplay. Why would I watch that? Yeah, I agree. It would be completely stupid to try and watch that unless you were just trying to see what the game looked like, which, you know, by all means, if that's all you're trying to do, then I'm glad the video helped you, but I would much rather play through the entire thing and give my experience and whatnot. So we will see what happens with that. Hopefully I hear some different news, good news on that by Tuesday. Otherwise, what's going to happen is that I'm just going to kind of sit around and wait and see what other people do, and if they post whatever they want and don't get any problems with it, then I will do the same, but I don't feel like doing that and then getting in trouble and then getting crapped on by whoever. So that'll pretty much be it. Hopefully these updates will be more present in the future. Hopefully you enjoy them, or you can find some sort of meaningful information. I will let you guys know what I do about the FAQ videos for those interested and the gaming sessions for those interested. Hopefully both go through, and hopefully I can find at least enough people to enjoy them to show up and leave questions or play. I'm sure it wouldn't be much of a problem, but you never know. I don't want to tweet out like, hey, I'm playing a game, and like one person shows up, because that'd be just great. But we'll see. So that'll be it. Until next time, I will talk to you guys later.